Hello, everyone. My name is Mary, and today I have an angel message and an oracle and tarot card message for the new moon on February 20th, 2023 at 2:06 a.m. Eastern Time and 7:06 a.m. UTC time. So I connected with the angels and I have a message which I'm going to deliver to you. And then there's some oracle and tarot cards to help clarify the message, to get a little bit more information and insight. But the message I got for this new moon is open the door. So open the door. What the angels want us to do is open the doors in our hearts and our lives that we may have closed for some reason or another. And the vision I got as I was meditating was like when someone's coming over, and they've called you and said they're on their way. You can unlock the door so that they can come right in. Or if you're in an apartment building and someone buzzes up from down below, you can unlock the door to your apartment. You buzz them in and you unlock the door. You open the door to your apartment so they can just come right in. And I was thinking of those many scenes from Seinfeld where someone buzzes from the lobby and he unlocks the door to prepare for their entrance. So something good is coming. It's time. There's forward motion. Things are happening. This new moon is it's a perfect time to just open the door. You know, whatever you were afraid of before, don't worry about it. God is with you. The angels are with you. You are with you. You know, you are so much stronger than you were, a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. The things that you needed to shut out so you could get clear and get centered and really understand where you are in life. Maybe it's time to open the door and let everything in again, to know that it's okay. So I think what the angels have to say is basically, it's time. It's time. It's time to open the door. Maybe not all the doors, but maybe there's something in your life that you weren't really sure you could have, or you were afraid to go after, or something that you're like, I'm not that person anymore, or I never was that person, or I'm afraid to be that person, or I'm afraid to have this energy, I'm afraid to interact with this energy. Maybe it's something you really want, but there's some things about it that you're afraid of, and so just to keep yourself safe, you close the door. I know I have. I know there's tons of things in my life that I'm like, I'm safer here. I'm safer right here in my sweet little house where I'm perfectly safe. There's nothing here that bothers me. The energy is good. No. You're not good where you're just safe and nothing more. It's time to open the doors. It's time to let things in. It's time to jump in to what it is you think you might want, but you're not sure. Maybe there's some stuff out there that, that makes you just a little afraid in a good way, not afraid in a, I'm going to be hurt sort of way. So if there's things out there that you really are, if there's a fear that, maybe you're going to be seriously, hurt or abused, or this is a situation that's making you physically feel unsafe, even if it's like, oh, you got chest pains and this situation doesn't feel good, that's not the door to open. Don't open that door. I'm talking about the doors to things that make you feel like slightly nervous and like, oh, I think I'm going to be tested and I'm going to be vulnerable and I'm going to be, this is making me feel like, that maybe there's something I'm not good at, or, maybe I'll fail, those kinds of fears, those kinds of things. So imagine on the other side of this door, on the doorstep, standing on your welcome mat, is a version of you that has, taken a risk or achieved something, or you've opened your heart to someone or something or some idea. Maybe you're like, oh, I don't want to learn this new thing because it's going to be too much work. The person on the other side of that door has learned it, has tried it, has done it. The person on the other side of that door has stepped out in the world and done something that you were a little afraid to do. So put your hand on the lock, turn the lock, open the door, and let that energy in. It's time. It's time to just open the door. The angels, I think, are really insistent that you are safe. And again, to clarify, you're safe from the feelings of I'm not good enough. You're safe from the feelings of vulnerability or those unworthiness feelings. You're safe from that. It's time to open the door. Maybe there's a relationship that you're a little afraid that you're not worthy of, or a job that you're not worthy of, or maybe just an idea, an idea of God or an idea of the world that you're like, that's a little scary to me. Maybe open the door on that. Maybe there's some friendships that you've shut out that you're like, because 2020 was all about that. It was all about the, we're shutting the door on everybody. We're shutting the door on everything. We're going to cleanse. We're going to detox. We're going to just think about ourselves and be in our safe little cocoon. And the cocoon phase might be ending for some of you, and it might be time to spread those wings and really test the waters and leave that safe place and shine your light. So that is the message, once again, from the angels. Open the door. So open the door. Something great is on the doorstep. It's time to welcome it in. So let's see what the Oracle card reading, Oracle and Tarot cards have to say. Got several here. Ooh, precision. Oh, this is interesting. Exactness and accuracy, refinement in measurement, ability to hit a mark. Okay, so isn't that a pretty card? So this has water energy and earth energy here. So I'm getting creative vibes from this. The card precision here is about, I think, what do you want? This is asking you, this isn't the time for just sort of oh, I'm just going to sit here and wait for good things to come to me. The door that we're opening is a precise door, Okay, is it the relationship door? Is it the job, career door? Is it the spirituality door? Is it the health door? What door? Social door? What door are you opening? Maybe a door to learning something new. Maybe a door to being someone new. Okay, I've been this wallflower my whole life, and maybe it's time to be a little bit different. Or, I've been aggressive and holding my ground my whole life. Maybe it's time to be a little bit more go with the flow. What door are you opening? Let's be precise about that. The angels are telling me, okay, folks, are you ready to open the door? Let's really know what we're doing here. Let's choose a door. Let's choose who we're going to let in. This is a time not for just flowery, love everyone sort of energy. This is a time for specifically, what are you letting in? What are you going to forgive? What are you going to open yourself up to? Oh, that's good. All right, are you ready? I feel like this reading is going to be a little fun. All right, let's see what we've got. Tarot cards. We've got Judgment. Yeah, this is serious stuff here. This isn't just taking the next step on the journey. This is Judgment card is serious up-leveling. All right, this is serious. Oh, you cannot even see that on the screen. I'm sorry. I'm still tweaking my systems here. Queen of Pentacles. Oh yeah. So the Queen of Pentacles attracts, this is such abundant energy right now. Two of Cups. Six of Swords. I'm getting some very active vibes here. The energy is very active. King of Wands. So we've got a king, a queen, we've got oh my gosh, every single suit showed up. Pentacles, Cups, Swords, Wands. Every suit showed up. And a major arcana card showed up. I only chose 5. This is serious up-leveling happening here. This is, hey guys, what do you want? The angels are saying, listen, it's time. The planets are in alignment. The energy is moving forward. We're moving up. What do you want out of your life? Choose one. And here are your options. Do you want to up-level your soul to the place of like, I'm ready to be done with judgment, with lower vibrational judgments, keeping people out, feeling afraid, not loving my neighbor. I'm done with just all this fear-based stuff. I'm ready to be in this place of absolute love, unity, and acceptance. I'm ready for that. Show me that. That's what this card is all about. Answer the call. Answer the call. Open the door. Is that the door that's knocking for you? Open the door. There might be some things that'll scare you on the other side of that door, like, okay, I don't have my measuring stick, which I use to measure everybody with and or measure myself with, to decide what's good enough and I don't have the fearometer to tell me, what I should be afraid of and who to push out of my life. I don't have that you might feel uncomfortable not to have those tools, but those tools can't come with you on the judgment. This is ascension energy. This is unity energy. This is like the final, all aboard, last stop, ascension. Last stop, God consciousness. This is where that's going. The Pentacles is Earth. So is the door that you need to open something about like, I truly want to attract the right stuff into my life. And I'm going to know that I'm in the right place and at the right time and everything that's happening is okay. And it's all for my highest good, and I'm going to make the best of everything and hold in my heart my intention, knowing that the universe is supporting me. Is that the door that's opening? Because this is a very loving, nurturing, sort of, peacefully confident energy. This is one who knows. She is so divinely happy to be sitting here amongst her flowers and her garden and her kingdom. And she knows that everything she needs is going to come to her exactly at the right time. And if it's not coming at the right time, there's a good reason. Because she's the queen and she gets to call the shots. But she's got this very patient, nurturing energy. So is it a career? Is it money? Is it being in flow with all the things that are around you? Is that the door that's ringing? Answer that door. Relationships. How many of us need a relationship upgrade? Maybe a new relationship, or you just want to infuse a little bit more life into your relationship. How much love are you giving to your relationship? How much love do you have to give? Like, do you think have you run out of love? Open the door. There's more love to give. You have an infinite fountain of love to give. That's the Two of Cups. That's what that means, is that you have an infinite fountain of love in your cup here. And you're ready to share it with somebody else. And that person has an infinite amount of love to give. And they're willing to share it with you. And that's how that works. Is that the door that's ringing for you? Answer it. Open the door. Open the door. Are you ready to learn something new? Are you done with this sense of self, this sense of your ambition? Has your ambition led you to a place where it's just sort of like, it's choppy waters, it makes you feel unsafe, it makes you feel like, this is very temperamental, all of my ambitions and dreams, the thing that I wanted for myself, those things are causing me pain now. Maybe you have a job that you're like, on the first day you're like, yes, and then, on day 1,000, you're like, you know what? This is actually killing me. It's time to let go of that. It's time to be guided. It's time to allow your higher self to guide you to something new. If you open that door, you will be guided. You just have to trust that. That's what the 6 is all about, is moving from one place that is unhealthy to a place that is much more healthy. So maybe you need to make a mental shift and decide who you are. Who are you? And what sort of life do you want to have? It's time to change that. Maybe that's the door. Maybe there's someone knocking on that door. Maybe you're okay with it. Don't open it if you totally don't want that change. But if this is the door, if there's a mental change for you, open the door. It's time to open that door. And the King of Wands, oh my gosh, is all about bringing something new into the world, something brand new, exciting new energies, like things that are, inspiring you, things that can inspire other people. I feel like this is like the angels saying, these are the doors. Choose one. Choose one. Open one of these doors. Which door? Maybe open them all. See what that's like, Maybe you want a soul level upgrade, like a serious ascension level upgrade. Maybe you're tired of the fear and the hatred and all of the stuff that you've been trying to deal with and thinking that all this hatred and separation, that's going to get me to life. That's going to get me to God. That's going to get me enlightenment. No, it's not. Oh, maybe that's the door you want. Maybe you want a new career, a new body, a new way of being in the physical world where you're not fighting it, where you're just in trust, you're in flow. You know that you're sovereign and everything's going to be okay. And anything that's not in your life right now doesn't need to be. It will be. Just don't worry about it. Just stay in your sovereignty. Maybe your physical world needs to change. Maybe you have to really step up into that sovereignty. Maybe a relationship. Oh, maybe that's the door. Maybe you're like, all right, I haven't been getting the love that I need, so I'm going to open the door, and that means vulnerability. When you open the door to a relationship, this is the door you're opening, your heart. You're opening your heart, and you're like, all right, whatever love I have, I'm going to give it, but that means that I'm also going to be vulnerable to other people's, judgments or feelings or, all these attachments. I'm going to be vulnerable, and that's okay because you have an infinite amount of love to give yourself as well as someone else. Maybe there's this mental shift that needs to change. Maybe there's some ideas that you're like, all right, I'm done with this. I'm done with being this person. I need to be somebody else. I'm ready to redefine myself mentally. And I'm going to allow these energies, this new moon energy, to guide me to something new. That's the door, maybe. Or maybe it's like, all right, I'm ready to be set on fire. I'm ready for the spirit to set me on fire, to give me some new ideas, to give me some new direction, to give me some new inspiration, some new passions, like maybe you've followed the map of your life and the map is done. You've reached the X marks the spot. Throw away that map. Get the King of Wands to give you a new one because he's got them. The King of Wands is all about making creative and spiritual and these, passion-based decisions, like allowing that pool of infinite creativity to spark you, like where do you want to go next? It's like asking a little kid, after you're done with playing a game with a little kid, like, what do you want to play next? Did you ever babysit? I don't have children of my own, but I used to babysit, and this was one of my most favorite parts. It's like, where we're done with a project and it's like, what do you want to play next? And they always had these creative, like, great, crazy ideas of what they want to play. Like, all right, we're going to pretend this. And it was always like, oh, wow, that was really creative. That's the King of Wands. He's ready to give you some new creative energy. Is that the door you're going to open? Because it's going to set you on fire with some new stuff, and you're going to have to go after it. You're just going to have to. These are your choices. Open the door. Let's see what's next. All right, we've got Judgment. Oh, of course. But this is a judgment. This judgment is different from that judgment. Isn't that beautiful? This is the type of judgment that is like, I'm going to need more space here. This is the type of judgment that is all about discernment. Overthinking. The Holy Spirit really wants perception. Oh my gosh. The message could not be more clear. You are meant to open a door. You are meant to open a door. I'm meant to open a door. We're all meant to open a door. All right. On this new moon, we are opening a door. And you need to just get out your journal and put, I'm opening the door, at the top. Which door are you opening? These are your 5 choices. The tarot, I have 1 card from each group of the tarot here. And these 3 cards are telling us this energy is all about deciding which door to open. Which door are you opening? You have to use judgment on, you have to use your best judgment. And this judgment, it has to do with inner discernment, this inner knowing. Don't overthink it, all right? If anything, just allow your brain to give you the facts, but don't let it, burrow like a worm into an apple, trying to, really get all the answers. Your brain doesn't have all the answers. Your heart does. So don't overthink it. Let your brain help you, but don't let it, burn itself out trying to help you make this decision on what door to open. Choose a door, open the door, but which door is it going to be? Don't overthink it. And perception. Perception. This is about illusion. Look at this card. It's so beautiful. We've got the full moon sort of behind that tree. And full moons are a time of where things are revealed, where things look a little different than they, where it's just these strange things sometimes happen on full moon. Full moon energy is draws things out from the shadows, So some of your fears may pop up right before you put your hand on the door handle to open that door. Some fears are going to pop up. Some things are going to look a little bit like, don't overthink it. Understand that this is only your perception based on past programming that is causing you maybe to hesitate. If you're hesitating to open the door to a new relationship or a new level of your relationship or this new sense of self, this new mental place, maybe there's some fears or some habits you really want to let go of and you're afraid that it's going to leave you without any of your crutches, and you're going to just fall down. Maybe the door is the mental door that you're meant to open, and you're perceiving that this opening the door is going to leave you without anything to hold on to, without a railing to hold on to. Don't overthink it. Use your best judgment as you walk through the door. Take care of yourself. Walk through the door, but don't allow previous fears to stop you, and allow your inner understanding, this beautiful judgment card. Look at that tree. Isn't it gorgeous? Use your inner judgment to help you take the steps through that door or to welcome the energy through. So exciting. Okay, what do we got? I hope this fits on the screen. Yeah, it fits. What do we have? Ooh. We've got violet and spirituality, psychic energy. In order to open the door, in order to up level, you can't stay on the same level that you have been. It's didn't Einstein have a quote that says something about the problem cannot be solved at the level it was created? I kind of think this is what it's telling us, that when you walk through this door, you're gonna have to reach into your soul for a little bit more of that knowing, for a little bit more of that strength, for a little bit more of that deeper energy, to help you through, to help you be like, okay, I'm ready to open this door. I'm ready to step into something new. But it's going to take all of these beautiful energies, the judgment, not overthinking, understanding your perception, and you're going to have to really tap in to some spiritual, psychic, soul energy to really make this happen. Wisdom. It could not be. It's almost getting okay. Wisdom is the energy here. This reading couldn't be more clear. Precision. You are meant to make a change, folks. We are meant to make changes. We're meant to open the door. If everyone listening just opened one door, one of these doors, maybe it's the soul door, none of that mundane everyday life stuff. I'm done with that. I'm ready to really up level. Maybe it's that door. Maybe it's the physical world, the pentacles door, the heart door, the mental energy door, or the spiritual creative fire. Maybe it's that door. Whatever door, choose, or whatever door you're opening, be precise about it. Be precise. Really involve these energies, the judgment, the perception, not overthinking. Really involve these energies. Tap into your higher self. this psychic energy, which will deliver you intuitive knowings and the wisdom to know what you should be, what fears really are something you really need to pay attention to, and which fears are like, okay, I can quiet those fears. They have no basis. They're based on previous ideas that I'm ready to let go of. It's the iris is telling us, breathe, tap into your higher wisdom, this inner wisdom. Wisdom will come to you. It is an energy. It is something that comes from within and is expressed without. It's reflected without. Wisdom, true wisdom, comes from within and is reflected without. And that the angels really, this could not be more clear. I know I've said this so many times. It could not be more clear. The angels want us to really step through a door, but this is not like any door you've ever opened in your life before. Have you ever made a dream, like a vision board, or set goals, or done on any of these things, mind mapping, whatever it is? This is new. This is brand new. This is new. This is up-leveling. This is like vision board 2.0. This is like mind mapping 2.0. This is take it to the next level. Be really precise. Really pay attention to what you see, what you're perceiving in regards to this new step you're going to take. Really see that. You're safe. You're loved. This door that you feel intuitively, you need to step through, it's going to be okay. It's going to bring you some new stuff. You might see some things that make you afraid, but don't worry. The angels are with you. God is with you. Your inner wisdom will not let you down. It's going to be a ride. It's going to be a journey. What in your life hasn't been a ride or a journey? Seriously. It's going to be a ride, but it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a great one. Vulnerability. Oh, of course. Sheep and vulnerability. Oh, she's ready to take that step. All right, so just shower yourself with love. Shower yourself with love as you take this step. You know, a part of you is going to be very vulnerable. There's a part deep down inside that's telling you, hey, I'm a little afraid of this step we're taking. You know, maybe it's relationship. Maybe you're stepping into a new relationship, and there's a part of you deep down inside that's like, you know what? You know, I've been hurt before. My heart's been broken before. I've always held this belief that, you know, I'm not worthy of this, or I'm not good enough at this, or I'm not whatever. And I'm afraid. I'm a little afraid. Maybe there's a part of you that's like, well, show that part some love. Give that part a hug and say, well, I'm with you. We're going to do this, and we're going to be okay. Always listen to the part of you that's like, says, nope, nope, no. There's an intuitive part of you that knows, when things are dangerous, when things are, and usually shows up as a physical pain. If you haven't been listening to your intuition and you get physical pain in response to something, pay attention to that. But the vulnerability is the part of you that's like, I'm a little afraid of this. You know, I've been hurt in the past. Don't, swat that part away and say, I'm doing it anyway. No, we gotta be all of us. You gotta move holistically through that door. All of you has to be ready to move through that door. That's why you have to pay attention to those parts of you that are going to be vulnerable. Beautiful. And simplicity. I have said so much. This reading has said so much, has given us so much forward motion, so much power, and yet here's simplicity saying, you know what? Listen. It's all good. Just take one step at a time. Whatever door you're ready to open that door. Take one step through it. Be precise. Don't overthink it. Tap into your inner wisdom. Do all that, but just take a step. And then when you're ready, take another step. As you're moving through that door, just take one step at a time. It's simple. It's easy. That's how things grow, little bit at a time. One little bit at a time. And it's going to be all good. Wow. And so the final is, only in the darkness can we see the stars. So I think this message is really beautiful. The angels are like, all right, folks, it's time to walk through that door. Okay, this is so crooked. It's time to walk through that door. It's time to walk through the door. It's time to choose a door. I love how the reading showed us these 5 doors with one card from each of the suits of the minor arcana of the tarot, one from the major arcana, so all the bases covered. Which door are you going through? Be precise about what you want. It's not like, oh, I want my life to be all, lollipops and rainbows. That's not where we started. We started with the precision card. We started with this guy right here, with precision. You've got to be precise. What kind of new job, new health goal do you have? What kind of new mental place do you want to get to? Really be precise about it. Really be precise about which door you're opening and why you're doing that. And then use these energies that the soul, that these ascension, these beautiful cards, this tree deck is showing us. The judgment, perception, not overthinking. The angels want us to go through that deck, but these cards here are giving us like this foundation, this reaching up to our spirituality, reaching into our inner wisdom, paying attention to not making it overly complicated, paying attention to vulnerability, to those vulnerable parts of ourselves that will need to be soothed and loved along the way. If you're feeling vulnerable, the answer is not to stop. The answer is to pay attention, show yourself some love, listen to that vulnerable part of you, and move forward holistically. And the final message here is, only in the darkness can we see the stars. There's a part of you that needs to shine. And I think you need to step out into a place that you've never been before, to really see the stars, to see this part of you reflected in the world. Maybe you have not seen yourself as a successful whatever. Maybe there's a career that you've wanted to try. Maybe you've never seen yourself as that before, and it's time to step out into the dark, open the door, step out into that darkness and see yourself shine like that. You can't really see the light you have. Did you ever get some glow-in-the-dark toy when you were little and you want to see it? So you have to... I remember getting glow-in-the-dark things like in a cereal box, and so I'd try to see it. Or I'd go into a closet and turn off the lights and see it. You got to go into the dark to see that new toy. You've got to go... you've got to step out into the dark to see how the light shines. All right? Trust that you've got that light inside of you. Switch that light switch on. Open the door to the light and go and take that step. So the angels have such a clear message for you today. I love it. And I hope you love it too. So my prayer for you, my prayer for all of us on this new moon. The angels want you. Oh, I'm seeing stars all over now. The angels are like, you are a star, divine one. You are a star, blessed one. It's time to reach inside to that beautiful place that's ready to express a lot more than it ever has before. It's time to open the door and allow yourself the opportunity to do something new, to become something new, to love in a new way, to be in a new way, to express in a new way, to ascend to God in a new way. It's time. This new moon is a time to do that. So my prayer for you is that you boldly and courageously, with wisdom, with love in your heart, open the door to something new this new moon. So thank you for watching. God bless you. And I'll see you next time. Oh, and by the way, if you feel like sharing what door you want to open this new moon, put it in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. So God bless you. Bye.